Welcome to the Scrapyard. I'm your host, BC.
I'm Aladar.
I'm the Savage.
And today's episode, we are going to be going into collector entitlement. But before we do that, we're going to kind of take a little bit of an interjection and kind of talk about a few things that we are hoping are going to become a reality before we jump into, let's face it, a very controversial topic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this, and I'm going to start with a video game. I kind of want to see figures of the shark evolutions from Maneater.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's already going to be there's already a plot in that one, or not plot. Thoughts in production by third parties that are already working on that.
I would love to see it, but like I would want an actual shark that I can like put in different like shark-like positions where like have one where it looks like its mouth is open, another where it's just swimming, one where it's surfacing.
And as a cameo for yourself, for your creative types, you could do you can make that into a certain Sharkticon that's from a certain era that's no longer remembered.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know where you're getting. I know where you're getting at with this. You bastard.
Poetic.
For all we know, someone like NECA or PlayArts Kai could already be working on it.
Exactly. So you never know. Is there anybody you guys would like to see from like video games or TV shows? Which the TV show one is the one that I want to talk about for a little bit.
For a video game, though, because you already started a video game, I want to see a Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay. Clearly enough, that's a game I've never played, but I'd like to at some point.
Don't stream it unless you were planning to make it radar.
Well, I wasn't gonna be. I don't stream video games, so.
Just saying.
Warning noted.
How about
Aladar?
some Jack and Dexter figures?
Yeah.
Thought they already?
Yeah. No, they never got like actual action figures. They've gotten statues, but that's about the limit of what they've gotten.
The only PS2 platformer characters I know got action figures were Ratchet and Clank.
You know what?
NECA,
You know what else I kind of want? Oh, wait, no, that goes in the movie. Never mind. Or gaming. Actually, does it count with game? Because I wanted to make a Transformers figure, but with the ragdoll physics of the Armada game.
Okay, you know what?
I'll give him that.
That would be awesome. I was honestly fighting with myself not to say the drone's done third-party black magic from the 07 game.
Yeah, because that's already been done, hasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that would ever happen, but hey, it'd be cool.
I mean, as cool as the figure we got back in the day was, imagine having a payload drone that doesn't have that big claw coming out of his chest and sticking out his back.
Yeah, that'd be nice to see. Okay, so that takes care of video games as far as I know. I don't know if one of you guys had one more that you wanted to throw.
Sly Cooper.
Yes. I agree, yes. Should we include companies that we would want to do them, or are we just going to leave it at that?
Leave it at that. Let them fight for the rights among themselves.
Okay, fine, fair enough. All right, so then let's move on to TV shows / movies. Okay. Movies, not so much, because, like, most movies these days
There's one of each.
toys. So, like, I don't know. I feel a way about it, but that's the point.
Anywho.
Now, TV shows. I'm going to go ahead and let the Savage go first on this.
Figures from a movie.
TV show.
Haven't been seeing a whole lot of TV as of late. But a couple that comes to mind would be supernatural figures.
Yes. You don't have to limit it to live action. You can also include cartoons as well.
I already said Transformers. That's in every genre.
Excuse me. It would be cool to see a 2-pack of Sam and Dean that came with the metallic car, though.
Now watch them be a dick and put the Colt with Azazel.
I mean, they would. No, bigger dick move. Bobby with the Leviathan.
Ah,
I haven't gotten that far, so.
Well, never mind. You need to catch up. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. I desperately need to catch up.
That's season 6. The show's over.
it ended at 15.
Yeah, I know. I heard about it, and my sister's still crying about it.
Are there, for someone's sake, is there a figure line of the Big Bang Theory?
No.
Not
officially, anyway.
Not action figures. There's PVC ones.
Not officially, anyway, then.
They are official. They are officially licensed. They are the characters, but they are literally like just PVC things where their arms do this. It's dumb.
We're going to say they don't count.
Okay, fair enough. Now, you guys ready to hear mine?
I never got to say mine.
Oh.
Shut up, BC. Ow.
I'm gonna make BC squirm with this.
Oh, no.
Now what?
I want to see animated Omega Supreme happen.
Moving on.
Really noted. Remove from the sentence. Go on.
I probably should have specified no Transformers.
I already said Transformers earlier, so what difference does it make?
Okay, if you want me to go for a non-robot related thing, I want to see a good quality, fully posable figure of my favorite Pokemon made, Typhlosion.
That would be cool to see. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely like to see that.
We need some Star Wars figures. Wait. Ah!
Anyway, fearless leader, what's yours?
I feel like you both would definitely agree with me on this one, especially since the three of us love this fellow creator or what she has created. I want to see figures of the cast of both Has Been Hotel and Hello Boss.
I feel like I feel like there's a third party company that's working on that.
There's no way.
How would there be no way? It's already getting popular. There's going to be some people talking about it in the background.
Has been picked up for an official TV show, from what I've heard.
What?
So yeah, so likelihood is we're going to end up with either official figures or like third party crap.
There might be official figures then, because if this gets like an official TV series, like on a television broadcast, yeah, their chances of getting toys is very high.
Let's be real; they'll probably wind up on Adult Swim.
Yeah,
that's kind of the only place they can really go.
Thanks to Angel Dust.
Angel Dust, the whole thing's in hell.
And your point is?
It just...
Man, that's a great TV show to see on Cartoon Network. Has Been Hotel. Let's talk about the rape word. And a bunch of other shit. Like, hey, let's do
Moving
cocaine.
on, before he gets me canceled. Now
We
moving on
don't
to the
need that.
actual topic at hand. Collector entitlement. Basically, how we explain this is, say for example, Alan or Aladar. Sorry, I keep messing that up. I'm so sorry.
It's the same first three letters.
Aladar has a toy store called Aladar's Action Figures or whatever. And the Savage over here buys one of these figures from him. He gets it in hand, pulls it out of the box, and within 5 minutes of messing around with it, breaks it of his own volition. He races out and then immediately contacts Aladar's Action Figures and demands they replace the figure because he broke it. That's basically what collector entitlement. That's basically what collector entitlement is. Now, of course, obviously, you can handle this in a much more grown-up way, where you could look at what you did, see what could have happened, deduce what the problem was, and at least own up to the fact that you fucking ham-fisted it. I have broken many Transformers in my lifetime. 9 times out of 10, it's my own fucking fault.
Because you're a twat.
What did I tell you? It's either I didn't pay attention to something or I yanked on something way too hard. And because of that, I broke it. At that point, it's my fault. So I would contact the company and be like, listen, here's what happened. Is there anything we can do? Like, that's a more proper way to handle it. But even Hasbro at this point has allowed their people to become so complacent about all this to the point where is because
BC froze for like a second.
He's trying to figure out the right words for it. He's trying to figure out so well that it froze his end.
Basically, when there's a good level of communication between the consumer and the producer, sometimes the translation between the two can get a little haywire. And because of that, people tend to think that they can be entitled to things that they really shouldn't be. And because of that, it makes us believe that we could literally smash the thing up against the wall and they would replace it, which is a dangerous mindset to have because you could be wasting a lot of money if you're constantly breaking your stuff. Like, you gotta learn to be careful eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
A key thing that I know the Savage has done is he got MP spinning. When he was transforming it, he noticed a stress mark on it. Naturally, he was very upset. Did he put any blame on anybody? Not really. If anything, he looked at it as, it happens. No one's perfect. Obviously, when he was showing it and talking to us about it, he complained because that's a fair thing to complain about. You shouldn't have to yank the thing out of the box and go to attempt one transformation and find a serious stress mark. That's not acceptable. Like, there is no point in this universe where something like that's acceptable. Now, of course,
but BC, why are you complaining about that? Oh, it's because, let's not talk about the price tag.
I mean, the price tag definitely does play into it as well. Because if we're gonna be like, if we're paying top dollar for a top dollar product, it needs to be a top dollar product.
Right.
For instance, one of my all-time favorite figures in my collection is the furthest thing from perfect, and I still love him. He's crippled with parts that have the potential to break. I broke something on it, and I'm just not revealing what it is because it hurts too much.
That poor Rexy figure.
Excuse me.
I'll let that one slide. With that said, though, if you're gonna pay that price, yeah, you're gonna expect some level of quality out of it, and it falls low. You're gonna have a few things to say, but it's wrong to just expect a replacement. Like, just that ain't right.
If
Like,
you look at
I
it
mean,
the right way.
if any
Go
of
ahead.
you guys feel like I'm wrong in that, or if I'm missing the point on it, by all means, speak up.
For me, if anything, on a more calmer manner from my point, even though I know I took it as whatevs. The one of the things I should have done was ask to see if I can get a replacement part for that spot. Because let me bring out an example of a figure that we all know about and have maybe experience with at one point in time. Lightning Collection White Dino Thunder Ranger.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I can grab an example right now. Actually, I can grab the spare head.
What the hell is wrong with Dino Thunder White?
I can show example. Joshua has his first. I'll grab the replaced head.
Here is mine, which I didn't get the replacement head. My wife, the lovely and talented woman that she is, she added on these black details. But this figure, when it first released, didn't have these little black details on it. It was basically just completely white. It looked fucking weird.
I have the example. Keep it up.
Yeah, that's what it looked like in box. This is what it should look like. This was such a screw up on Hasbro's part. They had to take up production time to make new heads for this.
They at least acknowledged it, though. At least there's some companies that don't.
They acknowledged it, which was good on them.
Okay, now you can put it down.
Mine's a little on the dirty side, but yeah. So obviously now you can see the head looks right, and this figure is, let me tell you, for a $20 action figure, this is gorgeous.
And before you had this thing.
Yeah, exactly. That head drove me nuts. So
well,
once again,
I guess in a way of saying it didn't drive only you nuts, it drove the company and every other fan nuts.
Exactly. So thank you my lovely wife for fixing that major thing that should never have been an issue to begin with.
You're gonna have to repeat all of that when you get back.
I was just saying, thank you to my wife who fixed that thing, knowing how much it bugged the hell out of me.
Anyway, like I'm just saying, for whoever created Spin Out, they could just simply, do that. In the same example. Which would be nice. Am I going to get that? Probably not.
I can use my own experiences.
But see, here's the thing. You're not expecting them to. That's the difference here. That's what I want to get across. You're not sitting there like, oh, they gave me a bum product. They have to take care of me. Like, no, they don't have to do shit.
I can
Mommy and Daddy don't have to take care of you.
I can give another alternate route based on my own experience.
That is
MPM Jazz.
Oh, God.
What was wrong with the MPM Jazzes?
My first day owning this thing, because I'm used to more intuitive and simplistic transformations, we'll say. Even bearing in mind I've messed with a lot of ROTF figures, I did not expect this guy to be as futzy as he was. BC even told me, take your time with it. Don't
Did you listen?
go
Nice.
rushing into shit. I go to transform him twice, thinking, okay, that counts as taking my time with him. Second time I go to switch him from bot mode to vehicle mode. One of his collarbone pieces snaps off the ball joint.
He raged and complained for hours.
I still consider him the worst built masterpiece figure I have, but I do plan on replacing him on my own time. This was a present from my uncle. I've been fidgeting around with him so much that his paint is pretty dinged up, and I took off his other collarbone. Once I get the MPM Megatron that goes with him, I'm just going to use this as my final battle jazz.
See, at that point, you're taking something that you already admitted you broke, and you're repurposing it, which is perfectly fine.
That's another route to go.
Some would be daring enough to say that's the preferred route to go.
And then there's the third thing, which I've also technically experienced as well.
Okay, this I need to hear.
Which will be Entitlement. You know about this.
Who?
You know about this. It's not. It was a figure I was ordering.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
No slandering, please, but go on.
I'm not slandering. There's this website. I don't know if this is slandering. There's this website that some Transformer collectors out there may know about. tfsource.com. They're a great site. They have wonderful things on there. I have yet to buy anything right now, but I have made an attempt to buy one time. I forget what figure it was.
MP Soundwave.
MP Soundwave. I still want a Soundwave. Always will need a Soundwave. Never can have too many Soundwaves. Anyway, he was like what 150, and the free shipping was 150. So I was like, whatever. Bought it. I was like, yay! I'm gonna have a figure. I'm gonna have a Soundwave now. This is gonna be awesome. Next, 2 days later, I suddenly get a notification from an email from TF Source saying, "Sorry, we're canceling the shipment suddenly." Why? Why? I want my figure. Why? I paid money, which they gave me back, but still, it's like, why? I want my fucking figure. Oh wait, are we allowed to cuss here?
Yeah.
I've been cussing this whole time. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I don't pay attention. Anyway, I want my fucking figure. Am I salty about
bullshit.
it? Am I salty about it? Yes. Do I want my figure? Yes.
Absolutely.
Am I going to sit there and complain about it? Probably.
Like you're doing now.
Like I'm doing now. Is it going to make any difference?
No.
Are you going to be a bitch to company?
Yes, you. Anyway.
This is going to be a long path, isn't it?
Doors wide open.
Anyways, basically, I feel like just we as a consumer base, like completely ignoring the fact that we are into Transformers. Like, we as consumers have grown so used to just being able to just get a replacement and be fine that we have grown to just expect it, when that's not always going to be the case. Hate to break it to you, some of you guys, but that's not really how this works.
I mean, try finding a replacement to a G1 Thunder Clash these days.
Oh, don't even get me started.
I mean, I could find I could go over and grab my sideburn if anyone wants to go talk about that.
Leave him where he's at.
That's what I thought.
That will be for another day.
Good.
What the fuck? Anyways,
What did you do?
Anyway, continuing on with the subject.
Well, we're basically about to come to the end of this topic, unless you guys have more to say on it. But basically, if we were to give any form of quote-unquote advice here,
be patient. Don't whine.
Be patient, don't whine. And above all, please, for the love of God, just be nice about it. The less dickish you sound, the more willing the more willing customer service is going to be to help you.
It may be 2021, but doesn't mean we have to act like what the year is.
It's like the year doesn't matter at this point. We need to be able to start taking accountability for our own actions and everything that we say. We can't keep acting like a bunch of jackasses just because we can. That's not acceptable.
If you can't handle it reasonably, shut the fuck up and wait until you
Basically.
can.
Go to the kitty corner.
Put your eyes in the corner. And we're at that point where not only do we need to start taking accountability for our own actions, we need to start holding each other accountable as well. For instance, every single time the Savage has complained in some way, shape, or form about Spin Out,
which I haven't,
I've had to tell him plenty of times, dude, you got it done. It happens. And when I finally got a copy, he asked me if I had the same issue, which I did not, which was further proof. It's a dud.
Duds happen.
Doesn't hurt to take the research, though.
Which you are definitely correct on that. But at the end of the day, you got screwed on it. It sucks. It very well sucks.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it. Hate to show it. But
shit happens.
I mean, for like me, like one of my all-time favorite figures right now, Fans Toys Jabber. There's a crack on this elbow right here. The little Target Master. You can see it right there. It's right there.
Oh, God Almighty!
I haven't fixed it yet, but I plan on it. Did I complain to the guy I bought it from? No. Why? Simple. There's no way this could be his fault. The figure was sealed.
But sometimes I think there's still a silver lining to it, the entitlement. Like, for instance, let's talk about eBay.
Oh, God.
Let's talk about eBay. I've had the situation of this. I've dealt with this before. Everyone sees those nice little advertisements. During this time, this was Power of the Primes, the Combiner Wars series. Everyone loved the Combiners, you know. Look, you can buy Optimus Prime turning into a Combiner. Look, Devastator. Look, Menasor. Look, that. There's a figure I wanted. I still don't have. I need an Ironhide. This was going to be my Ironhide for my Power of the Primes Optimus Prime Combiner. Going to be a leg, I think. I was going to try to make a mess. It didn't happen. Turned out I paid $23. $23 just to get screwed because the figure never showed and went to a scammer.
That's a topic for another day.
Yeah, I would like that's more scamming than anything.
But that entitlement does hold those motherfuckers accountable.
In that regard, entitlement that's where entitlement is like leans more towards the positive, because at that point you're expecting to be taken care of in that moment and you weren't. So therefore you are entitled to your money back and shit like that. Like, did you get your money back?
Luckily, eBay took care of that, so yes.
Okay, then boom, there you go.
Shit like that is a topic for another day.
I mean, it was still a valid point.
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
So with that said, we want to draw this to a close, or do we want to keep this going a little bit?
I got nothing else.
I had a thought I was gonna.
Well, I thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming in to star on the show.
Always fun.
With that said, guys, I've been BC.
I've been Aladar.
I've been the Savage.
I'll catch you guys next time.